what's up everybody? It's your man Jay Will. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this nice, beautiful phone that we've all been waiting for, which is the Idol 3. I have not cut the seal anywhere on here, but I'm going to do it right now on camera. I'll cover up my address here. Let's grab the D4 box. As you can see here, this is completely sealed. And let's get it open. Alcatel has been having some shipping issues with customers, and feels like a phone's in there to me. And we're going to make sure that that is not the case with us. Pardon all the beeping. I have a ton of devices laying around. But here is the retail packaging, and it is beautiful in all its glory. There's just a sleeve on here. Really nice packaging. It kind of reminds me of the Galaxy S4's packaging. It's around here somewhere. So 100% reversible is their thing there. You can use the phone in any orientation. It's got a mic and a speaker on both sides. It's supposed to have a beautiful camera, 13 megapixels. It's got obviously a touch screen. The Technicolor color enhancement for the screen. JBL sound because it has dual front firing speakers. And it's got JBL headphones. Guys, if you didn't know, this phone retails for just $279, but it's on sale right now for $249, and I was one of the lucky people to get it at $199, which is just phenomenal. This has a 5.5-inch display, and it is just going to really fly because it has an octa-core processor. The octa-core 615 Snapdragon is what's in here. I already have a device that has those specs, so I know that the Snapdragon 615 is a great processor. Let's crack this open. Really like their box presentation, and voila, there you have it. All right, so let's see what else comes in the box. And there is a phone in here. What do you know? Shouldn't do it. All right, so you get the phone. You get some packaging. You get a charging brick. You get a USB cable, which I won't use. And you get JBL headphones, which I might use when I'm on the go, but I have some very powerful headphones, but you guys don't want to see any of this. Let's get into the actual device itself. So here we go. Got phone, pamphlets, JBL headphones, charging brick, and USB cable, but that's not what you guys came to see. You want to see this bad boy right here. So I'm going to do a power up, and I'm going to do a power up on camera here, and I'm also going to do make sure it's picking up LTE in the US, because there are some concerns with the Zenfone on their website. There's a lot of hidden things that are there that talk about LTE, but when in fact the LTE band that's on there is actually band 1 is the one that they actually post on their website. And some people are saying, oh, I'm getting LTE speeds, and that's fine, but that's definitely not the case for everybody, because I do know people as well that have the Zenfone and they're not getting LTE. So maybe I'll put my SIM card, one of my SIM cards in here on camera, and check out LTE. But let's. Woo! This is a beautiful device. I want to tell you, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. This actually reminds me more. There's someone on our community that said this looks like a Nexus 4. No worries. I don't think it looks like a Nexus 4. We're all entitled to our opinion. And to me, this looks nothing like a Nexus 4. It looks more like on the front. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, going around the device, you've got a SIM tray and SD card slot should pull all the way out of here. It's a dual slot. And you've got your power key. Sorry about the camera. Then you got the volume rocker. This is a super thin phone. And you've got your headphone jack and mic up top, and another mic and charging sink down there. Along the back, you've got this beautiful brushed aluminum look, but it's actually not. It's actually just plastic, which is fine with me. Then you got the slab on the front with dual front-firing speakers, that 13 megapixel on the back, and I believe this is an 8. I don't have my spec sheet. I have so many devices, but nonetheless, let's power on and see what the first boot is look like. I'll put my SIM card in there. Let me pause and get my SIM card and put it in here. Alright, so I got my SIM card out of my G4. And I'm going to show you this part on camera here to show you what it actually looks like. So this should be a dual tray. And yeah, it's a dual tray. Now this isn't new technology, we've seen this before, but unfortunately with this device, it does not have a nano SIM. To me, that's a huge bummer because most of my phones now are nano SIMs. But just for the record, it does have a slot right there for a memory card. Let me see if I got some memory cards laying around, but they're in other devices. Then I've got new memory cards I don't want to open yet for that. Let me see if I got an old memory card here. Let's see here. Gotta have some old SD cards laying around here that I can just throw in there. Yeah, here's some right here, I think. Wait, nope. So I'm gonna pop this in and out. Memory cards? Yeah, I found some. Yeah, we always gotta have a bunch of having memory cards laying around is pretty sweet. You know, like not laying around literally, it's not what I mean, but I'm just saying having extra memory cards is a good idea because phones with memory cards is a huge plus. But at this point in the game, it really doesn't bother me that a phone doesn't have an SD card slot because they're at least giving us 32 gigs of memory in some of the phones, that's some kind of plus. So the SD card goes in like this, and the SIM card goes in like that, and yeah, like this, and then goes in like so. And this dual slot thing is annoying already, but we're gonna make it work because for $199, buddy, I have no complaints. Yeah, come on. There we go. Alright. The trouble with that is that, you know, you start to, if you are a person that swaps SIM cards a lot, that could be a bit of a problem for you. You know, there we go. Got some service. Anyway, here's a quick side-by-side with the G4. It's a little bit, G4 is a little bit smaller, only because of the dual speakers on there. That's the only reason it looks a little smaller. But these both have 5.5-inch displays. So let's hope that the Alcatel is all that, because I'm pretty sure it will be. I'll be comparing this with all your favorite devices, more than likely. Let's see what it looks like next to the S6 Edge. Pop it out of that leather case. This is next to the S6 Edge. S6 Edge has a 5.1-inch Quad HD display. So immediately what this phone does is it takes you into the internet settings, and it has their fast.tmobile.com. Wants you to choose that. I have their settings memorized, so I'm just going to scan through and make sure all these are set correctly, which it is. And then you get to pick up LTE immediately. So, and I guess that's only because I had a SIM card in here immediately that it went through that LTE setting, because I'm going to go, I'm going to set up my, actually I'm going to, oh, well, look at there. Okay, so this is good. The things like this happen on camera, so you might expect this when you get your device, but it's already prompting me for a download for a software update, and that's pretty good. I mean, even though it's a small update, let me see if I can grab a screenshot. Yep. Even though it's a small update, that means that out of the box, Alcatel is paying attention to details from maybe they had to release something right after they built these, you know. So that's good. So we'll just download and keep going. Let me hook to my 5 gigahertz because you know I'm a fan of the 5 gigahertz band. I think it's only right that all devices now have Wi-Fi that supports 5 gigahertz. I'm going to put my passcode in real quick. The experience that you'll get with this device is near stock. Not stock as far as a little bit of an overlay, but I think you won't be disappointed. This keyboard is all stock. Everything on here is pretty much stock except for a slight overlay, as you can see in the menus here. Let's see how fast it connects to. Okay, well, it connected to my 5 gigahertz pretty fast. See if I can zoom in just a little. Maybe I'll kill some lighting. I've got these huge lights. No, I'll leave the light on for just a second. We'll go next, and it'll probably tell me to sign in again. Yes, I want to enable data. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and set it up now. Let's postpone this. How quickly it installed, that's not much anyway, but let's go ahead and sign into my Google. And this is all stock right here. This look is all stock. It's just that they have a slight overlay. And I'm pretty excited to know that I think the Zenfone should have took notes from this phone because I think overlays are good, but sometimes I don't want to deal with an overlay. And a slight overlay, like LG's overlay, I like it. Samsung's overlay, I like it. Dang, I keep hitting the camera. Sorry, guys. Now here's something that I don't want to do at the moment. Prevent us from using permission to activate device protection. So I'm already getting some beeps there because I've got my SIM card in here. Let's just... Okay, so I'll do this later. I don't want to do this right now. Yeah, skip anyway. And yeah, skip anyway. And this is what you're going to be faced with when you first power on your Alcatel. Hopefully you'll get I agree. Yes. Hopefully you'll get the same prompts I'm getting, and you'll get the software update. But here it is. We are in after a little bit of bumping around. At least you have a app tray, and this is a pretty much stock app tray. I don't see how it's not. This is looking pretty good. This WhatsApp is on here. We had a discussion about WhatsApp a while back. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't know what the big deal is about it, but hey, it's on there. So this is all the stock Android information here. As you can see, this came with 5.0.2, and the G4 actually, my G4 came with 5.1, which is pretty sweet to say the least, because the next one is 5.1.1. But that only means so much. You'll still get the same fluidness. As you can see there, 5.1. You'll still get the same fluidness, but this screen is pretty nice. If you are not a part of the community for this device, I did create a community just for the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3, because this phone itself, I think, deserves some respect. The price point is ridiculous, and when I say ridiculous, I mean it's just great. I mean, how could you not think that this is a good deal when you've got the name JBL on there? Dual front fire speakers, everything. So out of the box, I'm getting 9.73 available. It kind of sucks, but I've got an SD card in there. And the SD card you can take up to 128 gig. So let's go ahead and go. Let me see. I wonder if I have some nice gospel music on my SD card. You know what? I'll just go ahead and go to my YouTube channel and play my nice little animations there on their folders. Go ahead. That's not entirely stock, but I guess they wanted to have it not blow up over the entire screen, and they've got a nice little animation there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna head over to my channel real quick and post the and do my one that I always do, which is the trailer Let's go to YouTube. You can see this is all the stock keyboard nests. The stock keyboard for Android. Let's sign in here. Come on, buddy, sign in. Let's sign in here. It says my auto sign in failed, but you know, we'll manually sign in. That's what we'll do. And let's go here. And they also have included their own browser. I don't know why. You know, I guess it's always an alternative, and it's good to have a backup. But I don't know if there's so many options with Android to where you don't need to install a default browser because yeah, there's going to be lots of browsers in the actual Play Store. So let's press play on here and see how this speakers sound from JBL and the dual front firing speakers. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge that right now with this dual bottom firing speakers on the Passport, and let's see what happens. Which one do you think sounds better? All right, just keeping it real here. This is great. These dual front speakers are fantastic. They sound great, but they're not much louder than this device right here. And I'm not saying I've got tons of other devices that I could test this against, but they're great. They sound good, but you know, I really can't tell too much difference. But I'm double tapping like I'm on my G4. They do sound good. The only plus I think is that it's facing you, and that's when I posted a post online. I said, hey, what's the feature you're looking for? A lot of people said performance, and I didn't say performance because I already knew this performance of the Snapdragon 615 because I have a phone that is coming out that has a 615 Snapdragon, and it is just phenomenal. But let me play something with audio and let's see how well these stand up. And then I'll jump to, and now this isn't a full review, but I want to give it to you now this way. Wow, now you can tell the difference with this right here. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I got a nice eclectic case in the mail, and as you can see here in the title of the video, it is a docu case for the Samsung Galaxy S6. I also have one for the S8, and I also have one for the 6. But here's the one. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I mean, that does sound pretty good. In that video, he's got voice, and that beginning is a different beginning, so the tones and everything's different. But nonetheless, that is a quick shot at the camera. Excuse me, a shot at the speakers, and now I'm going to move to the camera. I'm going to take a picture. Let's fire it up here. This is pretty exciting to be able to finally get this. First I'll show you the settings. It's very simple but elegant at the same time. I like their interface along the bottom. If you didn't know, I'm big on cameras modes, like the animation settings. I'm big on that, and this one has an actual manual mode. I don't know why a person would use manual mode on a cell phone. You know, I don't know. I didn't mean to take that, but let's go to auto. I don't know why a person would use manual mode on here, but I guess it's all too long. They don't have a big camera. So default's at 10 megapixels, so I'll leave it there. No, let's go ahead. Just for the purpose of this, I'm going to take some pictures here. So, shutter sound, yes. So video quality, what's the highest I can get is 1080p. That's perfectly fine. And that's it. So let's go back and let's snap a photo. Camera shutter speed is fast. That doesn't mean anything, but I can tell you that all the people out there, I love watching videos on YouTube from these big bloggers who just get everything under the sun, and they come out and they post a video and they tell everybody, oh, this sucks, this is great. I've heard that this camera, was just okay. I think this camera is pretty good. Why? Because it's a cell phone, dude. It's what more can you expect? It's a cell phone. So here are some of the photos that were taken. And they look good. I mean, it's a cell phone. What can you expect, dude? So, so pretty much you're getting, they've got Facebook, Twitter. I personally don't like all of this bloatware like this. I call it bloatware because it's something that I can get free on the internet. Well, let me see if I can uninstall it. Okay, so it just says remove. So go from here, you can uninstall it. Okay, so cool. At least I can uninstall that, but I would prefer you guys not to put that on there for me, just in case, because I don't like Facebook, the application, because it uses up way too many resources in the background. And yeah, gone. So pretty much in the menu here, you've got, let's get rid of this WhatsApp too, because I'll never use it. And I guess what they did was they probably tried to put things on there that they felt were popular and that a person would want. So looking in here, they've got this office suite, Wi-Fi display, Wi-Fi transfer. What else? They've got NFC tags you can do. Notes, that's pretty good. Let's see what that says. You can basically just do notes. It's nice to have a notes app every now and then. Other than that, man, I mean, they've got the Facetune. It's kind of like you can just take a face and create stuff on it. So one other thing in the settings here is a person was hyped about was the ID under security. You can use your eyes to unlock the device. That falls in line with some of the things that Samsung used to do. It's almost gimmicky, but it's a nice thing to have on there. So nonetheless, I will take this phone through the paces like every other phone that I have. Let's get into, now I do have LTE for T-Mobile, so I want to download the speed test app real quick and see how, because in my office, I don't have the best speeds for LTE, but I do have LTE everywhere. But we're going to install it. I like the little animations on their folders, man. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So let's disconnect and pick up LTE and see what kind of speeds. This is a super thin device. It's 7.8, I believe. Really, really thin. Let's see if I can pick up any kind of good speeds. If at all. Yeah, just what I figured. I think it's just because I'm upstairs in my office and I just don't get the best speeds on LTE. But I am getting LTE. So probably when I leave the house, I'll see different speeds. That sucks though. Let me install CPU-Z real quick so I can actually show you the processor of this device. Uploads are crazy there. Alright, so let's go CPU-Z so I can show you the actual what's in the inside. If you want to know what's inside your device, this isn't a benchmark tester or anything like that. It's just an application that shows you what's inside. So I'm going to remove these because I don't want them there. I'm going to hit CPU Z. And this is what you get in the inside. You get an octa-core 615 Snapdragon. This is pretty sweet. You can see the Adreno 405 is in there. So this is what you get. Here's the official model number, 6045I or L. You can see everything here is 1080p by 1920, 480 DPI, which I thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you, because those can cause some problems for the way things display. Other than that, guys, I'm going to cut this off. I went over. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's go ahead and give this phone a try, just like everything else. I'll match it up against these high-end phones with these same size displays, but they're quad HDs, and this is a 1080p display. I don't know if I'll put it up against this one because this phone is a real powerhouse. You pay the premium price though, but nonetheless, I might put it up against, well, this phone's a powerhouse too, assisted. It has a 5.5-inch display. Definitely going to match this one-on-one with the iPhone 6 Plus, because this is kind of a direct competitor for that, even though iPhone 6 Plus is considered like this high-end device. But this phone has just as much to offer, if not more to offer. So we'll see how that video goes. Until then, guys, I gave you like a 30-minute unboxing. This is a first, but it is what it is. This is the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3. I hope you got yours. If you didn't, go grab it for $250. It's kind of a no-brainer. Take care, guys.
Alright guys, I appreciate you joining me in another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.